Hi guys, today I'm going to be showing you how I made this mummy costume. These are the main materials you're going to need. I found this fabric at Walmart and it's a pretty stretchy ripped jersey fabric. And then you're also going to need your coffee and whatever clothes you want as the base of your mummy costume. So I started off by wetting the fabric. I found that's actually better if you just kind of leave it more damped rather than really soaked. And I soaked it, so now I'm having to squeeze out all of the water. And then you're just going to put the coffee on it and start rubbing around. Just do this as many times as you need. I had to do it a few times to get it to the color that I wanted. But yeah, just rub it in there a bunch of times. Pretty easy. Because I used the cinnamon and vanilla flavor of coffee, it ended up smelling really good after. And now I'm just shaking out the coffee grounds outside because it was making a huge mess inside. But the coffee grounds actually come off really easily, so that's good. And then I just left it outside to dry. You could probably just throw it in the dryer if you don't want to wait, but I didn't want to do that. Alright, so this is what it looks like now that it's all dried. And again, smelling really delicious, like cinnamon and vanilla. So what I'm doing is I'm cutting a slit. So I did say that my fabric is stretchy, so I'm cutting it perpendicular to the way that it stretches, if that makes sense. It should be pretty easy. It should just be able to rip like this. Like, you don't even need to cut the whole way. Just cut a slit and then you should be able to rip it. So I just did this the whole time with that whole 2 yards of fabric. I think this is a lot better using that fabric from Walmart because it was like $3 rather than getting some gauze, because you know gauze has actual medical purpose. So this was more cost efficient. Here's all of my little strips of fabric, and then again here's my base that I'm using for this costume. So there's 2 ways to go about doing this. The first way, which is how I did the top, is I just wrapped the strips of fabric around me first and just tying it as I go. I didn't use any glue. So after I was done wrapping, that's when I started hot gluing the strips kind of to what I could see and like just the tops of it, you know what I mean? I did it on my body just because I didn't want to lose the shape of it. But yeah, feel free to not even use hot glue. Like, there's other ways to do this. You could sew, you could use safety pins, whatever way floats your boat. So afterwards, after I took it off, obviously, you know, it's like all small and like scrunched up now and loose. So now I'm just gluing it down to the base more so that the strips of fabric don't move around. Alright, so I just had like a little mini camel toe. It wasn't too bad, but I just wanted to cover it. So now here's a picture of my cat. Anyways, so this is the second way to do it. I feel like, I don't know that I would, if I do this again, I don't know that I would have done it this way. But I was just hot gluing it as I go. The only problem with doing it this way is, obviously, like, I can feel it through these thin ass shorts. So it was hurting a little bit. But I only put like little dots of glue. But yeah, I just felt like, because, you know, with my legs and my butt and all the curves, I just wanted to keep the shape. And I didn't want to risk losing the shape because, you know, I really wanted to make sure that my butt was going to be covered. Ugh, that was a whole struggle in itself, honestly. I feel like I could have not done it this way. I could have done it the way I did the top, honestly. So for the crotch area, I found this piece that had like a little right angle, which fit perfectly to, you know, cover the crotch area. So I just glued it that way. But yeah, if you're gonna do this way, be super careful. or like if possible, like it'd be better if you wore something underneath so that you don't feel the hot glue as much. But yeah, I definitely like burned myself a lot this way. So with the butt area, you just kind of have to work around the cheeks. And honestly, this was the hardest part. I had to get my boyfriend to help me. So what I did was I wanted to make sure it wasn't going to move after taking it on and off. So I took it off and then I put it back on, and then all the strips of fabric moved, which was so annoying even after gluing it. Ugh. So yeah, I just had to like have my boyfriend help me and like really just cover up the cheeks area. So I'm doing the same thing, just gluing all the pieces to the base of the fabric again. But yeah, after I did this step, that's when I put it back on and realized everything moved on the butt anyways. So yeah, just make sure it's on there good. Have someone help you if you can. And yeah, that's the end of the tutorial. It's actually pretty easy. I only spent $5 or something, really cheap making this, like definitely less than $10. But yeah, good luck making it. I hope it looks good. Happy Halloween.